Two things I wanted to come here and say. One of them is my skin is doing so well. And it's funny because I do feel like a part of it was anxiety from seeing all my family members again because we have a real rocky relationship. But that's besides the point. That's only if you confront it. If you don't, it's cordial. Um, I wanted to come on here. So something's going on Twitter. Y'all know that's my website. And I'm not going to say too much because I'm just going to stay positive. So here's what I am going to say. I'm going to talk about domestic violence. It's horrible. That's one of the worst things ever. And it's because, like, okay, so you could be with a guy for as long as you don't even know, right? Or as long as you do know, obviously, you're the one with them. And they could put up an exterior, a front, and you would think that that's who they are. And then they'll finally open up, like, little by little. And then you're like, okay, whatever. You can take it, you can take it. Until it comes to a point where you, are confident and you choose to do something, I don't know, that's not wholly wife of you. You know what I mean? As a girlfriend, as a friend of benefits, whatever the case may be. And that guy will sit up there and shame you so bad and make you feel so low because they've gotten to know who you are, right? Let's talk about it's like domestic abuse, domestic violence, right? It's low-key domestic abuse when a guy starts like tearing you down emotionally. But you don't really go to jail for domestic abuse. You go to jail for domestic violence. So a guy can sit up here and say whatever he wants and say whatever he wants and say whatever he wants, and you're getting, lower and lower and lower. It's tearing you apart, and nobody can really help you. They're just gonna tell you, just move away from him, move away from him. And that guy will sit up there and continue on you, and the most you can do is order protection. But then again, who's gonna watch him? You know what I mean? He may come right back to you. I have an eyelash in my eye and I can't find it to like get it removed. It's been bothering me since, I don't know. Anyways, so the most you can do is get an order of protection, right? Hey, thanks for joining. Please like the live. Please subscribe. Hit the bell. Hey y'all, thanks for joining. Please like the live. Hit the bell. And so I'm talking about domestic violence and domestic abuse, right? So a guy can continue coming back to you, and the most you can do is get an order of protection. But like I said, he can come back to you anytime. And how are you gonna, you can sit up there and alert the police, alert the police, alert the police. And you've seen on the news so many times how that woman has sat up there and alerted the police so many times until the day where he ends up unfortunately killing her. And it's because he's had enough, she's had enough, yada yada, who knows, you know what I mean? So here's what women can do, in my opinion. Don't take my word for, you know what I mean? Don't take my word for action. This is what I think. So I feel like knowing how ill-mannered, ill-tempered that your man is, or your ex, whatever the case may be, I feel like, and you know how he's like testing you. And then as a woman, you are heavy in your heart to make him happy, to kind of change his perspective, yada yada, that you're distracted from what you can actually do to rid yourself of this situation, like coming back at him. Like, so you're focused on you, but you could really get him to focus on him. You know what I mean? By kind of doing the same thing back. And of course, you're sitting up here defending yourself. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Where you could just be like, what about you? You do this and you do that all day. And he could change the topic and put it right back on you. So for you to change the topic and put it back on him, yes, you can hit him where it hurts. Now he's going to try to physically hit you. That's one of the problems where you're like, oh no, now what, right? Now when he comes out of nowhere, tries to physically come out of you, now you have to put your defenses. Not my life got interrupted. Not someone tried to report my life. But anyway, like I was trying to say, so that person will try to Yeah, like they'll try to like come at you for you finally coming at them with your words. You know, they're the ones who's ill tempered. They're the one who started it. So you come back with your words. Now they're defensive, and their defense is like, oh yeah, machoing up, and then they're like attacking you now. So that's when. But don't do this unless you have something you can defend yourself with. Okay, because that's when it's like, you know what I mean. Anyway, that's one of the solutions that I can think of. Because domestic violence, like guys really shame a woman. Like they go in so hard trying to shame a woman down to what they want. And then the thing is, once they shame that woman out of her skin, out of her confidence, they don't want her no more. They're like, she's not the same. She's not as happy as she used to be. Cause you're like a prisoner. Like, you made her feel like a prisoner or whatever. Anyway, so that was one topic that I was thinking of, because I feel like a lot of women are complaining about these men, and it's like, girl, just it's chess. Like they're trying to get you to do what they want you to do. They don't. They think you're inanimate. So go ahead and turn that animation back on their ass. Get out of there. Guys will not like it. And this is also what you do. Dress down. Don't be dressing up. Now it's girls on Twitter. This is what I was gonna say earlier. Girls on Twitter, they done got a BBL, and they're walking around like, oh, now because he treated me like I'm some inanimate object, he has to pay me for sex, pay me for this, pay me for that. And it's like, you don't have to sleep with these guys. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be like that. But you want to have sex. And the thing is, okay, I get it. Adults enjoy having sex or whatever, whatever. And it's like, actually do the work to get to know that person. And then if you don't like them, remove yourself. You don't have to ask for money to sleep with these people. I feel like that's the lowest thing, because then the next thing is a guy gives you money, and then he'll think that it's safe for him to SHIT and PEE all over you. And as long as you have a big old butt, the next man is going to do the same thing. Now, I'm worried about that one prostitute, because it's like, you already sell your body to help your mom. You know what I mean? You, I'm pretty sure every time you exchange yourself for money, you're feeling lower and lower as a human being. When it comes to, like, you're about in your 30s now, when it comes to the point where you're in your 50s, you better still be able to sell that body, because at that point, getting to know somebody is out the question. No one's gonna want to get to know you anymore. They're gonna know you as the human porta potty. And it's like, it's I understand the solution to these guys that are like domestic violence, domestic abuse, yada yada, but to shame them into giving you money to have sex with them, just don't have sex with them. You don't have to exchange your energy with them. Anyway, that's all I was gonna say, y'all. People is talking about some L's. You think I give a damn? I really don't. I'm telling you my piece, because it's like, these guys are disgusting. And I also wanted to show you my skin. It's clearing up, because that anxiety is gone. But I'm pretty sure something else is gonna happen in December, where Christmas, oh, obviously we're in December now, but like for Christmas, family is gonna get together, and my skin might not look like this again. But it is clearing up, and I'm so proud of my skin for this. This is always gonna happen. I feel like this always happens because of how I grease my hair. I put oil on my hair or whatever, and it will like low-key fall, or it gets on my pillow, and then it gets on my face. I feel like that's only the sides, and it's only little pimples. It's not like discoloration. So the pimples pop themselves and they go, but the discoloration is irritation and aggravation and yada yashin. Anyway, someone said, so do not like everyone. Of course not. That's weird. Why would you like everyone? You don't have to. Because people are gonna try to play in your face and try to use you. I feel like nowadays in this day and age, well, first of all, I don't say what I have to say, and if you agree or disagree, you can let me know in the comments. But I'm basically gonna get off here. But like I was gonna say, People nowadays, they see you as they can use your likeness and try to take advantage of what they can and use it as bragging rights because they need that credibility for their next victim. Because now you're, I don't know, they just want a notch under their belt. How should I say this? Bragging rights. So people just want like a defeat so they can go and tell someone, yeah, I won. Oh yeah, someone tried to get me down, but I said no. The devil tried to get me down, but I said no. It's like, no. There's so many solutions that you ain't even got to worry about all that. So that's what this video is about. And I'll see you in my next video. I took my hair out, yes. I am gonna do it again. I just ordered some things online that's gonna help me do my hair. And my hair is gonna be back to normal. You remember I did say I cut my hair, so it's very short, but I was able to still put it in a bun. So it grew out so that I can put it in a bun. A little bun too. Not no big old cute bun that I had before. Just a little bun that I could at least wrap this around. And so yeah, I'm gonna do my hair back. I don't really feel like showing y'all my natural hair. I am trying to grow it out. So grow with your girl. Like this live. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you could be on time with me. Comment and yada yada. Bye. Oh.